Greetings YouTube and welcome to my channel. Back in the 1980s, Kim Basinger was in a ton of movies. In fact, she was in a movie that was released every year of that decade. And she was great in everything she was in. Heck, who didn't love her as Vicki Vale in the 1989 blockbuster film Batman? Or remember her performance in The Natural as Memo Paris, a dark and seductive force that tries to lead the hero to his downfall. Now, I love The Natural and think that it's one of the greatest sports movies ever made, and Kim Basinger is great in the movie. And of course, the role that probably made her a household name was when she starred opposite Sean Connery as Domino Petacci in the James Bond film Never Say Never Again. But how many of you remember the film Motherlode from 1982? Now, this movie was the first movie I ever remember seeing Kim Basinger in. In the film, Kim Basinger plays Andrea Spaulding, a woman whose husband has gone missing after flying into northern British Columbia's interior wilderness searching for gold. So, she contacts a friend of her husband, Jean Dupre, and asks him to help go look for the missing man. Now, Jean Dupre was played by Nick Mancuso. Now, the two head off in search of her husband aboard a float plane. Now, one of the coolest scenes in the movie takes place as Jean Dupre attempts to land the plane. Here is that scene.
You're not going to try to land here, are you?
Piece of cake.
Now, that crash of the float plane was not planned, but it was decided to write it into the script as it was such great footage. This film was written by Fraser Clark Heston and directed by his father, Charlton Heston, who also starred in the movie as Silas McGee, a crazy hermit prospector who is intent on protecting what he calls his silver mine. And the chemistry between Basinger and Mancuso in this film is really great all throughout. This movie has some really tense scenes in it, and at times it's just downright scary. With that said, the movie only had a limited release throughout the United States, and then a limited release on home video as well, and it's because of this limited release that it seems like not very many people are aware of this movie. I really enjoyed Motherlode, and I thought it was a fun movie with a fair amount of suspense. Now, what about you? I would love to read your comments about this movie. Do you remember the movie from 1982? Now, thanks for watching this video. Also, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel, where I talk about the movies, music, and TV that I grew up watching during the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and have a great day.